Friday. It's the Priya show. And today it's going to be an exciting show. I have to say, the girls have been working so unbelievably hard to get this new shipment out. And I know everybody has been waiting for dresses. Well, we've got them. Not all of them, but we've got a lot of them. So what I'm going to be showing you today, during today's live, are brand new self-pocket dresses like this one, brand new one-shoulder dresses, and some brand new sculptural tunic dresses and new boxy baby doll dresses. So 4 different dress styles that were just released today. So if you would like to see them, what I've done is if you go in our menu on our website to where it says featured silk collections, and you click on that, it'll open up another little menu, and I think the first one says Priya's Picks, and then the second one says February 3rd new arrivals. So everything that I'm about to show you is in this collection, so you'll be able to find it there. We released some of them just like 5 minutes ago, so, oh, hi Lori. I'll tell you that another day. Nice to see everybody. Nice to see you, Jackie. Nice to see you all. Heather, you're here. Love the pieces you picked recently. Okay, so let me tell you. This here is a it's a self-pocket dress. And I haven't shown you this in a long time because we haven't had any in a long time. So this is why it's called the self-pocket dress. There's kind of like a curvy seam. Let's see if I can show it to you. That kind of swoops like this and then swoops up and here, and then it's the seam itself, hi Debbie, that creates the pocket right there. So the pocket tucks in here. The hem is very asymmetrical. It's definitely a tunic length top or dress. You could wear it either way. The way that it's designed, it's quite generously cut through here, but then again, because of the drape, if you're not filling it out completely, it still doesn't look bad. It just kind of drapes down. It fits to a size 18. Right here in the back, let me see if you can see it. I hope you can see it. So right here in the back, there's a pleat. That pleat gives you a little bit of extra room. So if you need a bit of extra room here in the front, you get that room here from the back. What else do you need to know? It is a little more of a boxy cut. It's not an A-line cut. The other one that I'm going to show you, the sculptural tunic dress, is definitely an A-line cut, but it only fits to about a size 12 reliably. It's a much smaller cut, and it's kind of, it works really well on people who are pear-shaped or straight. Does not work well on apple shapes. This one, on the other hand, works really well for people who are apple-shaped. So this is the first one. I had to try it on because it's so pretty. The silk is magnificent, and I think that you're going to find that with a lot of the pieces that I'm going to show you is that the silk is insane. Hi, Catherine. And you'll be happy to know I chose women artists as the names. So they're not, you know, Goldfinch of Arabia or whatever bird name I found last time. They're a lot more manageable. So this is the first one that I wanted to show you. The colors in this are grays and blacks and creams and a little bit of, I think you can see it's a little bit beigey through there. So this one is called, and again, you'll find it if you go into featured collections and then go to February 3rd new arrivals. That's where you're going to find it. This one is called, oh, hang on a sec. See, the thing is, if I keep my glasses on, then it's hard to pull clothes on and off. So I'm kind of lost. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Gord. Hi, Allison. This one is called Alina Guro. So there you go. That's the first one, but I'm probably going to show you a lot more, and they're beautiful. So in the past, we only had these made in crepe silk. I think this time there are a few that are made in the Georgette silk as well. So I will let you know. I think even in our description it says that they're always made in crepe, but this time we have some Georgette. So this, for example, is a Georgette one. So this is a self-pocket dress as well. So again, this fits to about a size 18, and it is not A-line. And this is what the sheer one looks like here. So it still looks really nice. I think the nice thing about the sheer one is the same as the other sheer ones, which is it's kind of cool to be able to see through it and to see that there's a body in there. Oh, somebody's asking something. So just a quick little thing. If you go to the sneak peek, so if you go to our website and you go into our upcycled silk collection and you go to sneak peek, that's going to take you to a page that has every single piece that came in this shipment. And almost all of them are going to say out of stock. Some of them, the ones like this collection that I'm about to show you now, will say that there's one, but all the rest are going to say out of stock. That doesn't mean it's out of stock. It may be, but it just means we haven't processed it yet. So if there's something in that collection specifically that you are in love with, and you want to know whether or not that piece is available, you have to just send us a message. You can send it on the website, you can send it through Instagram, however you want, and then just let us know and we'll check those pieces next, because once they get here we have to see whether or not they are going to be wabi-sabi or regular price. And what we discovered today, hi Carrie, I'm so glad you joined because I was just talking about your messages that were coming in. So the way to do it is to go to the website if you want, have a look at the sneak peek, ignore what it says about stock, add whatever you like into your wish list, then send us a message. We can see your wish list. So we can go in and go into your wish list and we'll know that those are the ones you're interested in. We can find out if those are going to be wabi-sabi or regular price, and then we can let you know. And if there's one that you want, we can change, once we've checked it, we can change the inventory quantity and send you an invoice. So I know it's a little messy, but it's also our way of showing you what's coming in before we've had a chance to process it. So it's that's pretty much the only way. If we haven't released it and you're interested, put it in your wish list, send us a message, and then we'll do them in order that we get the messages. So I hope you caught that, Carrie, because I would love to help you, but that's the easiest way for me to be able to tell you what's available and what's not. And the only thing that we've even started to process are the dresses. So the self-pocket dresses, the sculptural tunic dresses, boxy baby dolls, and one shoulders. So there you go. Hi, Laura. Nice to see you. Okay, and Cynthia, you're here too. So this is a self-pocket dress. This one is in a sheer fabric. So you're going to want to look at the name of the product, and if it has the word sheer in it, then that means that it is a Georgette silk, and you can expect that it will be more see-through. Okay, so that's number 2. And I think we will get to a point where I'm just going to hold them up and show you, but the fabrics this time around are just crazy. Like just unbelievable fabrics. So this one here, okay, so this is a self-pocket dress as well. It is so absolutely beautiful. I think the colors are coming out true there. Look at those. Look at those colors right there. So you've got a magenta, you've got a lime green. The background is kind of a pale teal, but it's like maybe a pale sky blue. And then this is a Tiffany blue in here. So that's that one. That's what the back of it looks like. This one is sheer, but it's not like crazy sheer, but you would have to wear something under it. Does Alex ever wear the self-pocket dress? So funny you should ask, because I was talking to Alex about it, and she wears I think she's a triple D, I think, in the bust, and she says that she finds the self-pocket dress a little bit tight in the bust. And what she said is that there are some customers who are a size 18 who fit it, but if you have quite a generous bust, it may not fit. So I hope that helps. If there's one that you like though, Heather, just send us a message and we'll get Alex to try it on. At this point it would be Monday, but we can maybe take some measurements and find out. Now, having said that, I know that you said about the broad shoulders. So on Wednesday, Ellen did a dress up with me, and she actually has quite broad shoulders too, and the dress looked amazing on her. But then her bra size was a 44B, and Alex's, I have a feeling it's a 44 double D. So it kind of depends. The measurements might help, which are now all on the website. So there we go. There's this one. Look at this. So the silk on this is, as Ellen would say, it's pudding. I would say butter, but look at that design through there. And then here, can you guys see that? Yeah, I think you can see it. So see those little polka dots? So those are woven into the silk, and then the print is on top of it. And And there you can see them there as well. So this one is gorgeous, just such beautiful neutrals. Definitely something you could wear easily in the winter, especially if, like me, you get hot flashes. So this one would be great, but I think you could easily wear that into the summer paired with like lighter jewelry and lighter linen, because it is silk after all, maybe in the evening in the summer. So this one, again, you'll find it in collections, our featured collections on the website, featured collections, February 3rd, new arrivals. So this is another sheer one. Beautiful rich colors here. And I really like how we have this elongating stripe here, and then here we've got a bit of a swoop. Hi Roberta, nice to see you. And hi Sandy, haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're well. Okay, this one Mira saw it and she's like, Mom, you have to take this. And I'm not going to because I kind of have one just like it in grays and rusts, and this one is grays and pinks. So I'm going to be disciplined, but that's what it looks like. It's kind of like different shades of taupe and then different shades of raspberry, like a raspberry pink. And then in here we have, it's almost coral. It's somewhere between a coral and a pink. So the silk on this one is insane. Like it is just insane. Oh, now I can show you that little slit at the back. It's right there. You can see that's where it gives you a bit of extra room through the bust if you need it. So this one here was just released as well. Try it on. I can try it on. I was waiting for someone to ask. So, yeah, the silk on this is insane. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's a little staticky, and my spray bottle's not here anymore, but that's what it looks like. It's hard to deal with the static. Well, that didn't help. Okay, so pretend it's not staticky, because then it would flow across the top here. But that's what it looks like on. Maybe I should go get my water bottle. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to get my little spray bottle, which is not here. Then I can just spray myself. Okay, I'm back. I do hate to use this because it is in an aerosol can, but I can't find my water bottle, so unfortunately, we're gonna use Static Guard. So that's what that looks like. There, much better. Still staticky on the back though. So there you go, that's this one. Sorry, I was downtown. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I can hear the static on this one. It's kind of funny. I think it's because it's very dry in here today. So let's move on to the next one. This one here has great colors as well, and I love this stripe down the center. I think it's really flattering. The silk on this also absolutely beautiful. A little bit less like that one that I just showed you, the silk, it melted, like it's butter. It's absolutely buttery soft. Like there's nothing to it. This one is also extraordinarily soft, but a little less buttery. So I don't even know how I can describe that to you. So on a scale of butter, where butter is completely melted at 5, that one is a 5. This one is a 4. All the dresses are insane. They really are. Like they really, really are. It seems like every time we get a shipment, we over here go, wow, this is the best shipment ever. And it seems like that's the way that it's been happening. They're just getting more and more beautiful. So this is another sheer one, but have a look at that pattern there. You can see it there. It's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. There. Gorgeous. And I kind of like for this one how it's such a small, subtle pattern. Like if you put a fun necklace on top of that, the pattern almost disappears, right? Like it almost looks like it's just varied shades of blue. So like it's not loud at all. This one again has a gorgeous silk. But again, remember to look at the title. This one says sheer in the title because it's sheer. even though in the description, I think it might say that we don't do sheer, but I haven't had a chance to change it yet because now we're doing sheer. This one here, beautiful. I think it's showing up accurately for you. It's kind of like an ochre mustardy color with black. That's what the back of it looks like. So cool. And then that's the front. It's beautiful, easy to pair with black. Just another gorgeous piece. Okay, you ready for this next one? Hi Denise, so good to see you. Okay, this next one is, I'm gonna try it on. It's insane. Okay, first of all, look at the fabric. That is all embroidered, all of it. And then here on the sleeve, you see that there's a couple of little sequins in there. That's all embroidered too. The whole thing is embroidered with silk. It is not itchy at all. And it's divine. Just such a gorgeous piece. If I were going on a cruise, this is what I would wear to dinner. There. So it feels a little bit thicker because of all the embroidery on it. Like just weightier, but still soft. So that's what that looks like. I would say the color is, it's more of a green than a blue, but it is definitely somewhere in the teal. It's not all green and it's not all blue. There. But the fabric is insane on this one. Just insane. And I love this little detail here. And it's actually, you can feel just how soft the silk is here because there's less embroidery on it. It's insane. Just unbelievable. Laura, if you're still watching, you know that boxy baby doll dress that you bought, and I saw you posted something, you said like you didn't expect, like you saw that it was really nice, but you didn't realize just how nice until you got it. That's what this one's like. I don't know how well this work is gonna show up on camera, but in person, it's just so rich and understated. It's beautiful. Oh, and you can see there, that's what the under fabric would look like without the embroidery. Ooh, actually, so see these flowers here? Are there other pieces in that fabric? That's a good question. Hold on, I'll tell you. So see here, that's what the pattern would have looked like. And then for each one of those little designs, they've embroidered over the design. So that's what it would have looked like if there hadn't been anything. And that's what it looks like with the embroidery. So the way to find out if there are any more is to type in the PRG, or actually you might even be able to type in the name now that the names are done. So embroidery is my kryptonite. Seriously, mine too. Okay, Margaret Gear. But if you type in PRC 2380, if we have anything in this shipment, it will pop up. But I don't think that we got all of every sari in this shipment. There were only, well, I think we got 950 pieces. And I want to say maybe only 300 of those came with 3 pieces in the same fabric, which means she still has the rest of the fabric from the sari in India. So the other pieces may still be arriving. Okay, here's another one. It's sheer and it's so pretty. Look at that. It's just like wearing a summer day. It's so beautiful. So again, this one is sheer and it is a self-pocket dress. And you'll find all of these in the featured collections in the menu. Just underneath Priya's picks, it's called the February 3rd new arrivals. So this one is really simple. It's just black and then a deep red that is almost pink. Maybe it is pink. Okay, we're gonna call it pink. So close to being a red though. Somewhere it's a very pink red. But that's exactly what it looks like, what you're seeing right there. So this one, same pattern all over. Just really elegant. You'd want to put some jewelry on there, some blingy jewelry, probably wear it with black because the background is black. Just stunning. This one is a crepe, so you don't need to wear anything underneath it. This one here is another sheer one. Love how, again, we have these elongating stripes. There's periwinkle pink, probably an ultramarine blue, magenta, and red in this. There, you can see all the colors right there. And then here, see, you got that floral design. So you go from kind of geometrics and lines on this side, and then it's all broken down into flowers on this side in the same colors. And the back is just a stripe. Beautiful. This one here, oh, this one. Okay, this one is a crepe silk. So I'm so excited to show it to you. So it's crepe silk. It's pink and gray. You don't need to wear anything underneath it. And it's so freaking gorgeous. I don't know if the picture is doing it justice. The fact that this line only goes to here is so flattering. And then you've got this gorgeous pattern right here. It's just so pretty. And the silk on this is insane. And then the back of it kind of just has this almost like a yoke at the back. The pleats right there. And that's what it looks like. You could wear it with white, you could wear it with gray, you could wear it with black. And the silk, again, the silk on this is crazy. I can't read the name, so you'll have to go and check it online. But I think what really makes it is this panel right there. Beautiful, just beautiful. You know, some of you have been waiting so long for these dresses to arrive. Here's another blue one. Love how we have the darker blue panel in the center. This one is sheer as well, so you would have to wear something underneath it. Really great summer dress, just so easy. I'm going to be getting some, I think I mentioned this on my last live. So there's a company out of Edmonton, I believe. It's called Blue Sky Clothing. A number of you told me about them, and I found out they were going to be at the trade show. So I've got some pieces coming in from them, and one of the pieces that I've got is almost, I think they're selling it as a dress, but to me it's a slip because I wouldn't wear it as a dress. Somebody might, but I wouldn't. And it just has two like triangles here, and there's a little bit of lace, and then it's got an elastic, but it's not a tight elastic that tightens it through here, and then it has a very A-line skirt, and it's all done in a very light bamboo. So I think as an underpinning, like something to wear underneath the sheer fabrics, that's why I bought it. I think it's going to be perfect, because I had found slips, but I really wanted a slip that was moisture wicking and that was biodegradable. And a lot of those fabrics that are moisture wicking are not biodegradable, and I wasn't able to find a silk in India, which would have been the best thing, that wasn't, I would have had to buy a non-upcycled silk. So I was kind of like, I don't know if that's really fits in with what I'm doing, but I think this piece is going to be great, and I should have it very soon. So that's something that you could wear underneath these pieces. Okay, this next one here, again, beautiful elongating stripe. This one is a crepe silk, so you don't have to worry about wearing anything underneath it. The colors are more accurate there. When I was closer, I feel like this looked brighter than it is. It's quite a dark burgundy. See how it's really bright there. It is not that bright. It's dark, like that. This next one's got some really fun colors. Oh, so gorgeous, look at that. Now this one is sheer as well. The fabric is just, I mean, so on the butter scale, where 5 is melted butter, I want to say this one's a 3. It feels like a starched silk, a very lightly starched silk. But the colors are insane. I know how much everybody loves purple. Pattern there. It's beautiful. Okay, and then, ooh, this one's fun. Oh, this one's so fun. So again, this one has these, it's gorgeous silk. The silk is crazy. Look at that kind of basket weave design there at the back. And I think the colors are, that's what the real colors look like right there. So it's kind of like a tan, a very pale tan, black, rust, and brown on this one. And then the front, it's a lot more funky. I think the girls were saying that this is, it gives off funky teacher vibes. So maybe you're a funky teacher. Who knows? Okay, the silk on this one is insane. This one is a level 5 on the butter silk scale. And then have a look at that embroidery right there. That's, I wonder if you can see it. So it's all embroidered with silver thread, and then it has the little silver sequins on it as well. The background fabric is kind of, somebody just said they saw us on breakfast television. That's so sweet. Yeah, it was incredible. I hope they call us back. They said they would. So yeah, so you can see how it's almost like a modeled kind of a, I want to say tie-dye, but it's not a tie-dye. It has a very uneven kind of quality to it, but like an artistic uneven quality. Yes, so many gorgeous pieces. Honestly, Denise, the girls are fighting over pieces. I'm like, that one wants to come home with me, and that one wants to come home with me. They're beautiful. And this silk, like one of the things when we work with silk a lot, you get really used to the temperature of a silk, and it is so cool. Like it has its own has its own climate. Silk has its own climate. Yeah, this one's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So here's another one. Lots of fun. This one again, really soft. You've got these long panels of kind of it's a creamy white. So I think you could probably pair it with a very light beige. I don't know if you could pair it with white. Maybe you could pair it with white. And other than that, you've got the black and the red. So definitely you could pair it with black or cream. Black or cream would be gorgeous. This one's so pretty. So this one's very much like, you know how I said I have one that's in, it's kind of like rusty colors and beiges and reds. This was very much like what mine looks like. So again, we've got this panel here and here, which gives you those elongating columns. So it's not just like a big block of fabric. You've got two different parts. On the back here, we have a yoke again, and then the back is all just the same, and the silk on this is crazy. Let me get you real close to it. I think you can see it's got like a bit of a speckled background there. So it's not just all red. And then on top of it, you have the leaf pattern. Here's another one in red and black. Oh my God, this one. So you've got these fun florals here at the front with lots of black, and then the back is just these polka dots. It's a polka dotty world here. So again, if you have missed it, you'll find these on our website under featured silk collections. It will say February 3rd. Wow. It will say February 3rd new arrivals. There you go. So this one is, I wonder if this one's crepe or georgette. Yeah. So it has the feel of a crepe silk because it's so soft, but it's a little bit see-through, which is why it's a georgette. So there you can see is the color after it. So for you, it's coming out, the orange seems to be coming out more, but in real life, what you actually see a lot of is the pink. And then there's a little bit of this kind of brownie color there, which for you doesn't really have any depth, but it actually does have depth. It's almost like a burnt coral there. And look at the back of it. Wow. Such a statement piece. Love it. Okay. Oh, this one's gorgeous, but then the next one is breathtaking. I'm seeing pink. You're seeing pink. So this color here, this one is not pink. This is definitely pink. Here, this is like a cardboard brown that leans towards, it looks like a muddy coral. That's what that looks like there. And then the other colors are black and charcoal, and I think that's it. Oh, down here, I've got these fun colors too. There. So there's a little bit of green right there. There. Okay, this one here. Again, crazy soft silk, just insanely soft. Lots of fun little floral designs. The background is kind of like, it's a very pale taupe. And then these patterns are in a deep red, like a wine color, and black. I'm going to say that's black. And then it's got a little bit of floral design on the arm. The back is all florals. The silk is crazy soft. And that's what that looks like there. Okay, this next one, for my embroidery fans, brace yourselves. It's special. Look at this. That's all embroidered. All of that. And it's embroidered everywhere. So all the way down through there, down below the pocket, all along the side here, into the end of the sleeve. The whole back is embroidered like that. And yes, I would say that looks accurate, but that's what it looks like. So again, you have that one little panel in the center there. You've got all of this fun happening right here. So gorgeous. Like, I can't even. With this one, I really can't even. And I'm gonna show you another one. I'm gonna skip ahead. So this next one is drop dead gorgeous. Like, just, I've never seen anything like it. I'm gonna tell you the colors first. Okay, so it is a teal green and a navy blue and a sky blue, and it's all darker tones. There's a tiny little bit of pink in it, and it is insane. Okay, here. That's what it looks like. And I don't know if you are seeing just, so I think what you're seeing right now is just background color. But as I get close, you're gonna see that it has embroidered stripes and that the stripes have little sequins on them. And that's just embroidered stripes down through the whole thing. It's crazy. I think you can see it there. I've never seen one like this. And the colors are so understated and elegant. It would look amazing with navy. It would look amazing with black. It would look amazing with strappy sandals. It is crazy beautiful. There. Try it on. I think I will. I love it when you guys ask that. I will do that. It's so pretty. Okay. There we go. So again, it does not scream, I am sparkly, but look, I'm sparkly. It's so pretty. And the itch factor. So even though this one has embroidery on it, I'm gonna say it is not at all itchy, except for right here at the arm where the fabric has been turned in. That's the only place where you can feel the sequins. Otherwise, you would have no idea at all. Because sometimes Indian clothing does have an itch factor. So there you go. My favorite one. I hope it goes to a good home. She's spectacular. Big wow. Someone should buy it tonight. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, thank you so much. I love this style actually, and especially in the summer when it's really hot. This style is just so easy to throw on. I love it. Okay, so yeah, I was pretty excited to show you this one. This is probably the catch of the lot. Sand, it's you. Yes, Sandra, it would be you. Very much so. Okay, continuing along. I don't know if the images are going to do this one justice. We have, there, you can see it. So this flower here, the reason you can see it is because it's done in gold thread on top of the silk. So in some lights, it disappears. You only see it when it's reflecting. So you can see it when I do that, but you can't see it when I do that. So this is one of those, this is one of those. And then on the back, we have another starburst pattern here. Again, it's woven through, so you don't really see the gold until the light hits it, and then you can see it there. It's spectacular. It's bright. Like, it is not for the faint of heart. But then you also only live once. So if this calls to you, you should get this. It's rich. Okay, next one. Another really sweet understated piece. So what we have here are blues that lead into purples that lead into, I think that's all, like it's blues and purples because there's a bit of purple there, and then you get into blue, and then you get into more of a tealy kind of Tiffany blue, and then it just kind of keeps doing the same thing. There, you can tell there. And then on top of that, you have just a simple black floral pattern that repeats, but what makes it really special is these little tiny speckles of embroidery work. And I believe that this is called mukesh work, where they just take silver thread and they create little sparkles just because the thread is sparkly. And I'm going to try this one on because I want to check the itch factor on this. Sometimes mukesh work can be a tiny bit itchy. And I'm gonna let you go. Wow. So what I love about this is how elongating these lines are. That's how it looks in the back. It's so nice to wear this, you guys. It's just, it feels like a hug. No, it is not itchy. It's not itchy at all. So there you go. Beautiful colors, eh? Just like, they're jewel tones, but it's still, it's not a screaming at you jewel tone. It's like a, I'm just a lovely jewel in a garden of jewels. It's really nice. Okay, you guys are gonna get tired of me talking because I'm kind of obsessing over these. And I still have so many left. Where did I put them? Here. Okay, so there's only three more left. And then we get into what everybody has been asking for, which is the sculptural tunic dresses. Really sharp on you. Thank you so much. I think it actually is really sharp on a lot of people. Stunning, definitely your color and style. Thank you. But I think it would look great on a lot of people. Like when Ellen tried it on the other day, it looked amazing on her. I think the reason that you haven't been seeing a lot of it in the dress ups is because we just didn't really have very many, and the colors, you know, they were kind of more muted. They were either like super muted or super bright, like bright orange. So it was a bit distracting. But I think now we have a collection that really will allow people to appreciate how nice it is. So this one here is a sheer one, but first of all, it feels insanely soft. Like, I don't know if you guys can imagine feeling that. Like, I could probably fit this whole dress into my fist. It's that soft. Looking forward to stopping in when I visit. Oh, that'll be so great. We look forward to seeing you. I'm ready to try this on in the next style. Haven't before. Oh, good. I'm really glad that you're going to try it on. And I'm glad that we've got it in the sheer too. I had some doubts, but I don't have any doubts anymore. I think it's nice. So again, love the stripes. Floral on that is beautiful. Colors are coming out true. It's somewhere between a red and a rust, leaning towards red. And then on the back, you just have the small flower design. So again, if you are looking for these on the website, they were just released today. You can find them in the sneak peek section. And in the sneak peek section, they'll have like an actual quantity beside them. And if you want to see everything just that I'm showing you tonight, if you go into our menu, go into featured collections, and then have a look at the February 3rd collection. This is really nice. You'll find them all there. I don't know if you can tell how nice this is. So this is like a taupey gray. Then there's a blue. We've got multi shades of red. But I think the reason it's so great is it's that mix of taupe red and blue. I bet it would be incredible with a pair of jeans. So I am a size 34B, C. Lied. I just lied to you. I'm a 38C. I'm a 38C, and I'm 5'5". And you can see there's this much room on either side. I want to say at least 3 inches on either side that could still fit in there. And I do have quite narrow arms, but there's a lot of room in there as well. And as far as the hip area goes, it does get a little bit wider, so it's there a little bit wider, not a lot wider. But I think because of that fold, it gives you just a little bit of extra room right there. Very pretty, very pretty. And the color that's what it actually looks like. So when I got closer, it got really bright. It is not that bright. It has a bit of a muted feel to it. There's just something about the camera that's really making the colors pop more than they actually pop. That's what it looks like there. Okay, and then there's just one more. And I'll show you that. I wish that we'd had, well, I guess then you guys wouldn't get to see them. It would have been nice to have these for the trade show because I know everybody wants them. Oh, look at this. So this one is just wine color. It's basically wine and teal. And then down here, you've got that little swoop that has a bit of gray in it. And then the back is ombre wine there with like a darker wine. So it is a wine and teal beauty. So that's it for the self pocket dresses. And I think I'm going to show you next. Okay, so I'm going to show you the Boxy baby dolls. I love me a good Boxy baby doll. I'm only going to show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. And each and every one of these is jaw-dropping. So brace yourselves. It's going to be that nice. Okay. For my beautiful fabric fans, don't know if you can see that. It's got a little bit of sparkle. It is fully embroidered there. You can see it now. Look at that. The silk is insanely soft. That's what the silk looks like without any embroidery. This is what the silk looks like with embroidery. And yes, Heather, this is like, honestly, it's just the collections are getting better and better as we learn more about the fabrics and how they fall. And people, I think, in India are starting to realize that we purchase a lot of silk, so things are coming our way. So there you go. Looks like that. It's crazy beautiful. Like, just insanely beautiful. I will try one on because I haven't tried one on for you yet. So this one is the Boxy Baby Doll. This is a crepe silk, so you don't need to wear anything underneath it unless you want to. It sits like that. It's quite a generous cut. It does make you want to spin because there's lots of fabric in there. It drapes really nicely across there. You can see there across the bust. It just kind of, that's what gives you your shape. That and your shoulders. And that's what this pretty girl looks like. There. It's really fun to spin in. Okay, so that's just one of them. Here's another one. Now this one is for people who don't want to go all out with fabric. It is just a soft, muted beauty right here. What makes this one extra special, and I don't know if you can see it, but woven into the fabric are silver threads, so that when you go like this, you can see the sheen. Would it be far too busy looking on someone who is top heavy with a larger waist? I think other people could answer that for you, but we have a number of customers who are top heavy and who have a wider waist, and they love this style. Like, it's actually their go-to style. So my answer to your question is, would it be too busy? I would say no. And if you're worried about it being too boxy, sorry, I know you meant boxy, not busy, go with a sheer one. Because if you go with a sheer one, you can kind of see that there's an outline of a body in there, and sometimes that can be more flattering. The other thing I would say is if there's a lot of body filling this up, you're gonna wanna go with something that has a broken pattern like this, where you have a stripe here and then a patch here, as opposed to this one, where what you would see in the front is just one great big square of fabric. So try to find something that breaks up this front panel, if you can. Or if you do decide to go with this, you just have to find a great necklace, which is not hard to do. But there, this one. So this one has, you can see that gorgeous thread work in it. I would not say this is blingy at all. It's really understated. The back is just a very simple silk. I would characterize this one as sheer. So, and in fact, I'm going to try it on for you. It's really special. So that's what I was talking about. You see how you can kind of see through here? So when you wear something that's more sheer, as the light kind of goes through, it removes that boxy element because people can tell that there's like a body in there. I don't really, for me personally, I'm happy to wear them either way. I would just say what I prefer, the reason I prefer the crepe ones, which is like this, is that I love to wear this dress in the summer with nothing underneath. And especially when it's stinking hot out, this is my go-to. I know the younger girls really like the maxi dresses, but I moved way too fast to be wearing something that gets that long. So, okay, so this one, beautiful. I don't know if the pictures online do it justice, but it is extraordinary. This next one I'm going to show you is also what the girls called a funky teacher style, for that funky teacher in your life. I do love it, so maybe I'm also a funky teacher. The colors are really great through there, and then the rest is just black and white. And you can see the fabric there has, so the fabric has a pattern woven into it, and then on top of that you have the floral design. So that's what that one looks like. And it's all just black. So mostly it's black and white. And then I would just pull that out with some red jewelry, red earrings, and red shoes. It's crazy beautiful and soft. And this one is crepe, so you don't have to worry about wearing anything underneath it. Okay, this next one literally took my breath away. Literally. So don't know if the pictures are going to do it justice. It's got little sparkles. It's a digital print. It's all soft neutrals in peaches with a little bit of green. I think this is one of those ones that you would have to see in person, because if you saw this in person, you would want it. Are the colors coming out accurately? Yeah, see, the colors are not coming out. That's probably the closest to true, because they all kind of blend together. And when I get close, they all seem to stand out separately and it looks a little busy, but really it's all muted and it just forms one overall pattern that almost seems textured. The silk is insanely soft. The digital print is beautiful, and the sparkles on it are so understated that you don't look like the bling queen. You just look, it's like you go as far as you can past the line and then you back it off. Maybe if I get closer. Yeah, unfortunately, you may just have to trust me on this. That's better, that it is spectacular. Don't know how that one's gonna look online. Okay, here's another one. Absolutely gorgeous. It's just a very soft neutral, like a flesh tone almost, with brown. And then you've got these fun little shots of pink and yellow and black. And it is black, not blue. So it goes down one side here, it's on this pocket, it's on the shoulders, and a little bit on the back. And if you have a pink necklace, that would be insane. This one is a crepe silk, sorry, Georgette. So it's a little bit see-through. Does it say that it is? Yeah, it's a Georgette. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Definitely needs a necklace. You need something right here. I don't think we have anything in this shade of pink at the moment. We might, but I don't know off the top of my head. Okay, here's another one. Also extraordinary. So when you first look at it, you're like, yeah, that's nice. It has some nice fabric. Then you look down here and you see that it's got embroidery here. And then all of these little embroidered patterns are so delicately done. You can see some more there, some more there, there. All across the bottom hem, you have some of those sparkly things. Can you try the Funky Teacher one on? I'd love to see how it falls. Absolutely. Don't have to ask me twice. So that's what this looks like. It's got those little jeweled areas throughout, but again, really understated. There is nothing blingy about this piece. It just has a little bit of sparkle, and the colors are coming out very true. There's different shades of blues and purples and wines and brown, I think. A little bit of brown. Get down in here. There. So let me try on the Funky Teacher ones. Happy to do it. There we go. Oh, it feels very soft, first of all. It's really, really soft. I love it. I love it so much. I wish I had a red necklace to try it on with, because I feel like that's what it's missing. But it feels like a dream on. I'm gonna go grab a red necklace. Give me a sec. I actually had a different one in mind, but I feel like this one is not gonna be awful. I would go with something necklacey, in the necklace that's a little more organic looking. The one I had in mind, I know we have it, I just don't have it out on display. It's all red beads, and then there's like a heart right here. But I don't. We've been so busy with the shipment that we haven't really updated our necklaces. We haven't restocked it. It's beautiful. Look, just, it feels like a dream on. It's so nice. Okay. It really is really nice. And I still have so many great ones to show you too. Like, it's just crazy how many beautiful pieces we got in. Okay, this next one. So I have a one shoulder dress and I have a jumpsuit that are both made out of the same black embroidered sari. And every time you guys see a picture of it, you guys are like, oh, that's the one I want. And I'm like, sorry, this one's mine. So this next piece I'm going to show you is really close to that. It's black. It's all embroidered. Will you be showing cardigans tonight or another time? Cardigans will be another time. We haven't done them yet. But you can see the ones that are going to be released if you go into Sneak Peek. You can have a look there. Put them into your wish list, the ones that you want to find out more about. They will all say that they're out of stock. They're not out of stock. We just haven't put them into inventory. So put them in your wish list, then send us an email and say, can you tell me more about the ones that are on my wish list? And what we'll do is we will check them and see if they're going to be full price or wabi-sabi and let you know, and we're happy to sell them off of there. It's just, we try to do them by style. So right now we started with the dress styles, and then I don't remember what we're doing next. So yes, that's how you can find out about the cardigans. And okay, I'm gonna get back to this black embroidered thing. So if you liked that black embroidered outfit or fabric of mine, you are gonna go crazy for this next piece. I do not expect this to last long. So all of that is embroidered. All of it. And then you have this, it looks like that in person. So you've got these beautiful patterns down the center. You've got black down here at the side. The back, this part of it is not embroidered, but this part is. It is a truly special, special piece. The fabric is insane. And again, this one is a crepe silk. You don't need to wear anything under it. If you were going out for dinner on a summer night, this would be just, oh, it's beautiful. It feels incredible. There we go. There. That's what it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful silk on this. It's looking, that's closer. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that. So it actually looks more pinky red. When I get closer, it seems to turn washed out. It is not washed out. It is rich, like that. So there you go. Beautiful piece. I hope it goes to a good home. She's a treasure. Okay, and then this next one is also insane. So if you are somebody who is not a fan of embroidery, but really likes beautiful things and has a lot of black in their wardrobe, but wishes that maybe they could add some color, this next one is for you. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So it's all black, except for this kind of watery, like a watercolor print of florals over top of it. The silk is crepe. You don't need to wear anything under it. The back is all black, except for this little swoop of color down at the bottom. The front is all black, except for this and that. It's such a gorgeous piece. And as you guys know, I don't get black very often because it's too hot in India to wear black. And people don't even wear black for funerals. They wear white for funerals. So it's stunning. This one is a piece of art. It's insane. And actually the whole collection we got in is like this. So I hope this one as well goes to a very, very good home. She's beautiful. She's breathtakingly beautiful. Yeah, so this one, again, you know where to find them. Go into the website, go into featured silk collections, and then the second one should say February 3rd. Oh, this one. Okay, it should say February 3rd, new arrivals. Okay, so what makes this one special is that, like that other one that I showed you, these flowers and this pattern, which is insane, our gold thread that's been put into the silk. So when you look at it this way, there's no shine. I'm gonna have to put it on for you. And then when it hits the light, it does reflect a little bit, but it's very muted. It's like an antiqued kind of a gold. My favorite part of it is this green and blue right here, because I just love green and blue together. But then look at those flowers there. It's, and look at that, the leaf design at the bottom. Whoever owned this sari had insane taste. It's beautiful. So again, when you see it this way, you don't really see the shine. When you see the shine is when it hits the light, and then it is a little bit reflective, but I wouldn't even say that it's like shiny. It's just slightly more reflective. And this one is a sheer silk. So you see how you can kind of see through here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of clothing, beautiful piece of fabric, just a treasure. And I have to say my favorite part of it is this, the swoop right there. Like, I don't know why they did it. Maybe it's, oh, it is. It's a really big paisley. So see how it starts here? That's the top of the paisley here. Here we go. And then it goes up like this, and then that's the rest of the paisley, and then that's the bottom of the paisley, and then there's another paisley that comes out of it and comes up this way. These fabrics elevate everything to new levels. Yeah, these fabrics are crazy. Like just insane. Like even just to have them in your closet and look at them. I know for those of you who've joined SOUP, the social organization of uplifting people, one of the challenges that we did there was to show some pictures of your favorite fabric. And one of the ladies in SOUP, she posted pictures of incredible silks that she has that are, she's got them as window coverings. So you have this beautiful view outside and it's just framed in silk. And then there are other people who have flannels and woolens and rugs and just the most insane handiwork done in textiles. If you haven't joined SOUP yet, join SOUP. It's fun. It's really, and then Heather posted something the other day saying, it's so cold and gross out, send a picture of something green from last July. And people have been sending the most beautiful pictures. There's this one picture of a baby deer in somebody's backyard. And it looks so idyllic. And then you look out the window and you see this, it's minus 15 here. I know in Ottawa, I heard it was minus 47 with the wind chill. So it is nice to see those pictures. Okay, this one here, I love this gingham pattern. So you can see it up close there. And then here you've got some florals to go with it. It is a crepe silk, so you don't need to wear anything underneath it. The silk is so soft and buttery. And I feel like this one, it's got a really simple summer country vibe. Like I see this, even with a skirt, like one of those, like a tiered skirt underneath, and then something kind of bigger, and then a big straw hat. This would be so cute like that. And again, the silk, on the butter scale, this one is melted butter. This one is definitely a 5. Yeah, it would be so much fun for summer. It would be so much fun. Okay, this next one, also stunning. It has embroidery. Oh my God. Wait till you see this. This one wants to come home with me because I love teal with a little bit of red. So, can you guys see those? They're all embroidered. See that? There. So you can see just how pretty this one is. The back of it, this part is not embroidered. There is embroidery down here at the bottom. I love the circles. They look like stylized polka dots. I love the red. I love how this pocket here is the blue and picks it up across there. And the pocket here. Again, I would wear this with a straw hat and I would be shameless about it. I'd be like, watch me sparkle. I've waited a long time to be this age and sparkly. Beautiful, beautiful piece. This next one is sheer. This next one is sheer. It's very pretty. So this one is more understated. It's not, it's a showstopper in a different kind of a way. It's a showstopper in that it's so beautiful, in a very pretty kind of a way. So that's what it looks like. It's grays and reds and pinks and wines. And then here you have all these different colors. Thanks, Sandy. Yes, I am determined to sparkle. Life is short. And this one you can tell is sheer right through here. And the silk on this, on the butter scale, this one's a 5. It's melted butter. So there you go. I wasn't kidding when I said they were all spectacular, right? Like, I haven't shown you one yet where you're like, yeah, that one's okay. They're all special. And I don't expect that we will have them very long. Okay, this next one, again, not crazy over the top, just periwinkle, not a periwinkle. It's Tiffany blue, tealish looking, with a big floral pattern. And what's super cool about this one is that the border down here at the bottom is satin. The stripes make it more sophisticated. Yeah, I agree. I think that it takes it out of the precious category and puts it into more of the fun category with that. So yeah, so this one has the border on the bottom is satin. So the rest of it is a georgette, and then that's satin there, and the satin is also up here at the top, at the shoulders. So, and then, oh, and then here, right there, there's stripes of satin there, and stripes of satin there. And this one is sheer. It's beautiful, right? And it feels buttery again. It's a 5, it's melted butter. And then this last one, and there are more. We just haven't released them all yet. And they're still spectacular ones. Look at that color. Is it showing true for you? It is somewhere between a fuchsia and a magenta. And I think the reason that it's hard to tell what it is because, can you see how like there's 2 colors that are really similar? That's one of the colors there, and then that's the other color. And it's like a swirly pattern that goes through the whole fabric. So it depends on where you look, whether it's more pink or whether it's more magenta. But it's actually a fuchsia with a red. And that's what's doing that. Oh, please try that one on. Well, okay, I will. But yeah, again, stunning, stunning color. Actually, isn't magenta one of the Pantone colors for this year? Oh, wow, I love it. I love it. It needs jewelry. She needs a necklace. Not this necklace, but a necklace, but she definitely needs something to draw your eye here. Definitely something darker than this. Maybe this one. Here. Yeah, that's better. So there you go. And again, on the butter scale, this one is melted butter. What else do you need to know? It's very sheer. It's beautiful. Honestly, I feel very special in this one. There's just something about it. I think it's how light it is. It's very pretty. You can see, like it flutters. It actually flutters. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, that is it for Boxy Babydolls. And I think what I'm going to show you next. I still have 2 styles left to show you. How long have I been talking? An hour. Okay, maybe I won't show you everything. Maybe I won't, because there should be a time limit on these. Okay, I'm going to show you the sculptural tunic dresses next, because we haven't had them in stock for so long. And I'm going to start with a really simple one. This one is sheer. It's different shades of pink. It's like a raspberry type pink, but it's more muted. And grays and blacks and beiges. And this is what, carry on. That's so sweet. Oh, you guys are so nice. So this, I would say, reliably fits to a size 12. It may fit you if you're a little bit bigger through the bust, but it was designed for somebody who is narrower through here, because you can see there's not a lot of space there. And I told you guys I'm a 38C. So that, I'd say, is about as big as that section can go. But if you're narrower through here, but significantly wider through here, there is a ton of space for you. So you don't have to worry about that. But you do have to make sure that it fits across here. And I would say that the top bust part is comfortable for someone who's a 38C. That's what it looks like. This one is sheer. We have some that are not sheer as well. And I will show them to you. Maybe I won't put them all on, I'll just show you. Okay, so this one here is another special one. It does have sparkle, and it's got the most incredible embroidery, and it's grays and beiges and blacks and reds. But it is not a walk the dog piece. I would say that this is a wedding piece, or a fancy dinner piece, or I'm going on a cruise and I want people's heads to turn. It's extraordinary. Absolutely, the fabric is extraordinary. So that, again, you'll find it in the new arrivals, February 3rd. Here's another one. This one is a little less blingy. I think you could wear this to walk the dog if you wanted. So again, it's in the buttery silk. It's a 5. It's got some sequin, some sparkles, like, what are those called? Rhinestones. Rhinestones through there. Some rhinestones through here. Another bit of rhinestone through here. A little bit right here as well. But really, really understated. So all across this part here, there's rhinestones. But it's very understated. The silk is insanely soft. This one is crepe. You don't need to wear anything underneath it. This is really pretty down here with that swoop. The back just looks like that. I showed you that one. Oh, okay, so if you like this one, but you are a blue fan, this is pretty much the same look, but in blues and teals. So this one's pinks and grays and beiges. This one is blues and greens and beiges and blacks. Again, absolutely stunning. This here and this here are going to be very elongating. That's what the back looks like. Next question. Are they all the same size? Yes, they are. So this was one of the very first styles that I came up with, and as I've developed more and more styles, I've tried harder to make them increasingly size inclusive. It's to the point now where I won't make a style unless it's very size inclusive, or if it's a good way to use a little bit of fabric that's left over rather than throwing the fabric out or finding, making scrunchies out of it. But this was one of the first ones, and even though it's not as size inclusive, people love it, and so it's difficult for me to kind of take it off of our style list. And the way that it's designed, it would be difficult to make it bigger as well. So I wish that it came in other sizes. This is a great design for anybody who's smaller through here and then bigger through here. You guys were asking me to try this one on, so I will. That goes there, this goes here. Wait till you see the next one. Okay, so this one is the pretty one with the blues and the grays and the beiges. There. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Now you can see it. Look at that there. Oh, great. I'm glad that it helped. Yeah, given where the brand has gone, I would not design this anymore because it isn't as size inclusive. Definitely it is through here, but it's not through here. But it is beautiful. If you're lucky enough to fit it, then it's a great piece. Okay, this next one is so pretty. So this next one is blacks and grays in kind of a geometric pattern. And then just when you think, well, that's kind of boring, it's got flowers in pastels. So that's what that looks like down there. And it's on one arm right there. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I love wearing this style as well. I have 2 of these myself. I think I have one in a crepe and one in a georgette. Is this the boxy dress? No, this is called the sculptural tunic dress. The boxy dress, the boxy baby doll dress is this one. This one actually comfortably fits to a 3X, but could go up to, like we've had a customer who's a 6X wear it comfortably as well. This one is the sculptural tunic dress, and it's been out of stock for ages. but look at that. It's so pretty. And then the back is just black with this one little square of red. It's beautiful. Please try it on. You know I will. Here we go. I love this one. You know what I think I love? I love that these are not, what are they called? Primary colors. I like how much is it? That's a good question. These are 198. They're actually 195 today, but on Wednesday, all the prices are going up by $3. So on Wednesday, it'll be 198. There. But right now it's 195. So that's what it looks like. This one would look good with this necklace. Here. Ooh, that's fun. Maybe a bit higher, maybe a bit lower. Maybe it's too red. I don't know. Maybe that's not the necklace. Hang on, we have another necklace. That's better. So that one there. It is fun. It's a really fun look. But then with the black background, I feel like you could wear this with anything. So this one is sheer. You'd have to wear something underneath it. The Boxy Babydolls are 215 right now, but they're going up to 218 on Wednesday. Okay, this next one, also very, very beautiful. So this one is pretty much just one color, but it's different shades of that color. So there you go. You've got, it's kind of like a maroon. I want to call that a maroon. And then you have maroon with the pinker background. And that's what that looks like. It's pretty much all that color all the way through. This next one is so much fun. Not for the faint of heart. But look at that. I'll try this one on because I feel like you won't be able to appreciate how cute it is unless it's tried on. So this goes like this. And then we could maybe put this on it. Sorry, I'm just grabbing the necklace. There. Right? So much fun. And you could definitely wear this with jeans, and it's a showstopper. It's just a showstopper. Look at that. There, that little circle. So cute with the polka dots and the stripes. It's adorable. And there's still 4 more of these. Oops. This one is sheer, by the way, so you probably have to wear something underneath it. And then this next one is really cute too. They're all just so nice. Okay, so this one is a gorgeous silk, very, very soft, and it's purples and grays and blacks. Okay, you can see the colors there. It's sheer, so you can see the light through it, but just beautiful. Eek, I cannot make up my mind on which one I want. I know. It's really nice, actually. So I don't know if I've told you guys, I'm going to India. I haven't booked my ticket yet, but it looks like it's going to be in April. And I'm going to I'll try it on. And I'm going to get to pick these fabrics in person. So while I'm there, I'm going to try to get as many saris as I can, because it's going to be really nice to actually be able to feel them and decide what to make and not have to rely on oh, I love it. Wow, that's beautiful. I love this right here. And not have to rely on Anshul to tell me what it feels like. Like, I think just for me, it's going to be such a tactile pleasure to go pick them myself. There you go. Love this. Like, this one is crazy beautiful. This could even be my favorite. Ooh, live from India. Yes, I will definitely do a live from India. I didn't even think of that. Don't stay too long in India. 10 days. I got 10 days. So I think the plan is we're going to go to Delhi, which is where Anshul is. We're going to start out there. And then I'm actually Gujarati. My family is from the province of Gujarat in India. And Surat, which is very close to my parents' hometown of Navsari, is probably the most known in India for its textile industry. So creation of fabulous textiles. So I'm going to be spending 3 days in Surat just checking out different textiles, and that is purely for fun, just so I can go there and enjoy those incredible fabrics. The other thing that Gujarat is known for is jewels and jewel cutting. Like most of the diamonds in the world are cut in Gujarat. Don't know if I'll be coming home with any of those, but I will definitely go check out some of the craft workshops there and watch how that's done. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we don't know what to do for the last 2 or 3 days. We're thinking of Goa, which is kind of like it's kind of like the resort place. Look at that one. And but I was telling my husband, I'm like, if I really just wanted a beach, I would go to the Caribbean. If I'm going to go all the way to India, I want to feel the culture of it. So we're kind of trying to figure out something that is a little bit more relaxing so that we get a break, but also is, gives us a sense of the culture. And I was saying, how about a yoga retreat? And he's like, I don't want a yoga retreat. And I'm like, you could go for a massage. Relax for the last 3 days. Yeah, we could, but where do we relax? And then I said, well, we could always go to the Maldives, which is where they have those. Yeah, that one is a beauty. This one I want you to see on because the silk is really soft. And it's quite understated. So this one here looks like that. So yeah, we could go to the Maldives, which is that place where they have those walkways out onto the water, and then the, I'm not sure which one you wanted to see. Was it this one you want me to try on? Because I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. I can do that. Maybe I will. Anyways. So yeah, this one, beautiful soft silk, really insanely soft. And you can see the colors there. It's very understated, very, very understated. But I don't think we're going to go to the Maldives because I feel like it's going to be a bit expensive. Mira's going to come with us, so that's kind of fun. So yeah, that's the plan. Again, we haven't booked our tickets yet. And Alex is going away but she'll be back by the time I leave, but she's going to Australia. So all these globetrotters. But I haven't been anywhere since before COVID. It's not since I set up this business in India. Okay, I love this. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. It really feels nice on. It's gorgeous. You can see the fabrics there. Is that a little bit of green? Yeah, it's a little bit of green there. Wow, I like this here. That right there, and I love that flower right there. And the darker patch on the arm. It's gorgeous. I like how it's blues and then neutrals. It's really pretty. Okay, I think there's just one more of these to show you. Oh, gotta get this off. There we go. And then I'll show you some of the one shoulder dresses, and then we'll be done. What time is it? 9:18. Okay, I'm gonna have to go fast through the one shoulder dresses. So this is the last one of the Sculptural Tunic dresses. This one, the silk is insane as well. It's so soft. It's a crepe silk. Yeah, that would be stunning with palazzo pants, which, by the way, we're getting. We're going to get those ones from Blue Sky. We should have them soon. And they're going to be less wide than the Meta-Made palazzo pants, but they're still going to have some width to them. They have a yoga waistband. They have pockets. And and again, not quite as wide. So they don't flare out. They're just palazzo pants. So this is a really interesting color, actually. I think it's like a sky blue, but because of this chartreuse in it, it looks a little more muted. And then down here, you've got all these different shades of blues and purples and greens. This would be really cool. I actually have a pair of just kind of like wide balloony pants in black and in chartreuse, and I bet this would look really nice with that. What are that lovely spring colored piece behind you? Is it jumpers? Do you mean this one? If you're talking about the one on the mannequin, if it's the mannequin, that's a kimono sleeve jacket. It's duster. It's a kimono sleeve duster. If you're talking about this. And yes, it's beautiful. It's kind of like a ultramarine blue / purple. And then it's a digital print. So you've got all these gorgeous florals on it. And the back is just the blue. There. Okay, so this is the last of the sculptural tunic dresses. And then I will show you the one shoulder dresses, which looked amazing on Ellen if you watched that, that rack. What are those? Okay, so these here, up here, are dusters. And then here, these are maxi dresses. And I think all of these are maxi dresses. And then on the other side we have, oh, it's gone. Bye, friend. One of them's gone. So yeah, that's what's behind me. Kimono sleeve dusters, maxi dresses, and then on that side, which I don't know if you can see, this is a Boxy baby doll right there. That rack, I think I answered that. Okay, so that's those. So now I have shown you, started with self pocket, then we did the sculptural, nope, then we did Boxy baby dolls, then we did the sculptural tunic dresses. So all that's left are the one shoulder dresses. And they're beautiful. I know you have to show your arm. I know. But you know, you could just wear like a little sleeve underneath. And it really is the perfect dress for summer because it hides everything, but it looks sexy. So that's good, right? Sexy and hidden. There you go. It's flattering. It's just always flattering. So I do not have particularly broad shoulders, but I wouldn't say like they're super narrow. I probably have average shoulders. If you have narrow shoulders, then you're gonna have the problem of this kind of sliding one side or the other. Ellen has broader shoulders and it worked on her. Yeah, I'll show you a couple of these. This next one is black. Blacks always go first, so let me show it to you. This one here, wow, okay, it's beautiful. So it's mostly black, and then it goes like this, and it looks like that. It's really good. So these dresses, the one shoulder dresses fit to about a size 18. Safely, I would say to a size 16. This one looks like this. Another one? Oh, there. But you can flip it around and wear it with the other side to the front if you want. This way. Ooh, that's sexy. Okay, so it's just black, and then it's got the pattern of black. And I don't know why this works. Like we used to call it the millionaire dress, because the millionaire's wife's dress, because it just makes you look like a trophy wife. And it doesn't really matter what you're hiding under here. It just looks really, really nice. So there. There's another black one coming along. I'll show it to you. This one's beautiful. So this one here is blacks and tans. Oh, and it goes this way. So we always have to put it on the hanger the wrong way. So this one looks like that. And the back of it is identical. This next one, you are going to recognize the fabric. And Sandy, if you're still watching, Catherine said that you have a dress in a very similar fabric. And I have to try this one on because this one is freaking incredible. So that's all embroidery, friends. All of it. Every single piece of that. And the mirror work in here is very traditional for Gujarat. Remember I told you that my family is from Gujarat? So that's usually where you find the mirror work being put into clothing. So that's what this looks like. And you can see all the work done in there. Look at that. Yes, you do, a boxy baby doll, right? In there. And then that's what it looks like at the back. It's got this border down here, which is beautiful. And of course you could wear this side to the back, and then you would have that side to the front. And if you're trying to find these on the website, where you will find them is in the menu, go to Featured Silk Collections, and then, can you check Instagram? There's a message from Shafali's still here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, go into the menu, go to Featured Silk Collections, and then the first one's Prius Picks, the second one will say February 3rd new arrivals, and you'll find them all in there. And if you want to see everything that's come in, I think one of the collections there says Sneak Peek, and that will show you everything, but we haven't added it to inventory, so the inventory level will be sold out. If you like those, so anything in there and you want to know more, put it into your wish list and then send us a letter. And we can tell you whether it's going to be wabi-sabi or regular price. Okay, this is another one that had us all swooning. The silk on this is insane. So I would say if 5 is butter, this one is a 6. It's smoother than butter. It's crazy. So it's all just different shades of purple and blue. There, you can see it there. So it's just different shades of purple and blue. It's paisley, very, very understated. And again, you've got that incredible silk. It just sits like that. Which one? Oh, love that one. Is it this one?
No.
Oh, I didn't even see that
It's the
one.
one you just showed, I think.
Yeah, so it's over here. Here.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So yeah, this one, beautiful fabric there. You can see it there. And actually there is another black one. I got the two of them mixed up. So remember that baby doll dress I showed you that I said was crazy beautiful, that had those like watercolor type colors on it? And it was black. And I don't think it'll last long because it's so beautiful. So from the remaining bit of that sari, we created, it's so pretty, a one shoulder dress. So this one is just all black with a little bit of watercolor on it. It's gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. It's on the front and the back. This would be an incredible piece for travel. I don't know where you couldn't wear this. And I think as well, if you wanted to wear this into the winter because it's black, it'd be really easy to put just a sleeve under there. So that's, there, that's what that looks like. Just beautiful, right there. And across the bottom there. And then just put this fun necklace. Oh, wow. This looks like it belongs to a much fancier designer than just me. It's beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, I'll show you the hack of turning it into a scarf. I forgot. I think I did that on, and I had forgotten about it. Laura, if you're still here, she's the one who told me about it. And it's such a good idea. So basically, one of these dresses is essentially a square. So you take it and you fold it into a triangle like that. Oops, like that. So now it's just a triangle. And you put it on like that. And you wear it just like you would an Hermes scarf. Just kind of draped across your shoulders like that. I did a really poor job of tying that, but that's kind of what it would look like. There. I'll probably put this side to the front. There. So that's what you can do with the one shoulder dresses. Yeah, it's a great collection. We do have an amazing collection this time. I mean, they're always beautiful, but maybe we forget, I don't know. But this one feels just amazing. Okay, here's another really cool one. The silk on this is crazy. And I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? This has such an Hermes vibe because I don't even know what it is. There's a clock. There's gears. Can you guys see what it is? Love that the formal looking black with a touch of color for any kind of ceremonies. Yeah, graduation, absolutely would be perfect. Yeah, beautiful alternative to a dress. Can you guys tell what this is? That looks like a stack of newspapers. That's a bench with stuff underneath it. I honestly don't know what all of this is, but I think I love it, and you would wear it this way. So nobody would know what you were wearing. What is it? A wheelchair, is that what that is? I don't think so. I don't know though. But yeah, you would wear it this way, or you would wear it this way. And this side looks like, like newspaper? I don't know. I thought it was a bike. Yeah, because it doesn't seem to have enough wheels to be not a bike, right? Because there's a wheel here, there's a wheel here. That looks like where the pedal is, but then there's extra gears here. And then what's this up here? I don't know. Prototype for a Peloton. You know, I did feel like it had an exercise bike vibe. There you go. Farm equipment? Yeah, could be farm equipment. That makes the most sense of anything with all those gears lying around. But then this side is a newspaper, I think. It doesn't have real words. The color is kind of a soft blush pink, and then this is, it's a gingham. See? There in reds and grays. Oh, this next one, it's so beautiful. If you're a Paisley fan, this one here is just blue and red Paisley with a little bit of olive green. There, the olive is down at the bottom. And this is the other side of it here. So pretty much the same on both sides. This next one here is, oh my God, so beautiful. Wow. So again, it goes this way here. It's a really soft silk, and it has little mirrors all the way through it. But mostly on that side, because this side just has mirrors up in the top corner, so you would wear it like this. And on this side, it would look like that. I thought this would be a great